to this week's Pick a Card reading. I'm reading with a new deck today, so you're getting a bit of a flip through on one of the decks that I'm working on. So let's see how this reads today for personal readings. Take a moment and choose from one of three groups on the table. Group 1, we have the amethyst. Group 2, we have the smoky quartz. And group 3, we have the rose quartz. Please take a moment to see which group resonates with you most today, and I'll be back with your reading. Welcome back, Group 1. This is the amethyst group. So let's take a look. The center card for you is the path of clarity, the clear path, indicating that any difficulties you have been experiencing is saying that you're looking for a clear path, or the path is now clear ahead. It's about gaining some clarity and insight into all of the things that's going on around you. So delving into what's happening here, I'm feeling self-sabotage, internal enemy within. So learning to rewrite the way you speak to yourself internally, not being so hard on yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Learning to rise up and speak where you need to speak, or be confident in what you're saying. The enemy here is what's holding you back. It's your lack of confidence, or your lack of motivation, or your lack of belief in yourself. This is the enemy within, indicating that the path may have been blocked for you because of your thoughts, the way you think about a certain situation. Now we've got reality override on the other side. This is the perception deception. So the way that you've been viewing the situation has been a little bit of perception deception. So maybe you need to learn to look at the situation from another point of view, a different perspective. Change the way you think about the situation, and the situation will change. Global impact affects others. Now this card indicates that your moods, the way you're feeling, whether it's low energy, tiredness, sickness, negativity, anger, resentment, that energy affects the people around you, and in turn that can make them feel the same way. Now, for some of you, I feel that there is some issues with your health, and this could be why you're feeling the way you're feeling. Your lack of motivation, or your tiredness, lethargic feeling is connected to health issues around you, or that you are dealing with at the moment. Whether you've had them checked, if you haven't, this does not replace medical advice, and you need to seek medical advice for health. You've got the health card on the table, so indicating that you're either already in the process of seeking medical advice, could be even fertility related down here because we have the baby card, or it could just be around your moods. Now for some of you it could be that you're pregnant, and that is why your moods have been up and down. This card is indicating that it's something that you're not thinking. So you're thinking it's one thing, it could be another thing. So you could be thinking, oh, I'm tired because I'm lacking in iron, or I'm tired because I'm not getting enough sleep, or I'm working too hard, when it could just be because you're pregnant, or there's changes going on within your hormones. Menopause, perimenopause, pregnancy, one of those hormone imbalance, or it could be a mood, mental hormone imbalance affecting your mental state. I do see here though that the enemy is within, so it's something within your body. Whether that means you're pregnant, because that's within your body, and that's what's causing the issues around you, or making you feel a little unwell or sick, is because you or somebody close to you is pregnant. So it could be a reading for yourself or somebody around you. Or it could just be that your mental activity that's going on is the source of the way things are going for you. Now there's two things I'm picking up here. So, and this is group reading, it's different for everybody. For one thing I'm picking up for somebody, it is enemy within, being the way you are thinking is affecting your outcome and your surroundings, what is going on around you. You've got to change your perspective. Secondly, I'm picking up this as what you're putting into your body is causing your unwellness. So you can see she's got a jar of something that she's consuming. She might be taking tablets thinking that they're the right thing, but actually they're not the right thing. Those tablets are affecting you in a negative way, and they're not doing what they're meant to be doing. There's a perception deception there. So there's issues with medication. So you should be checking either your vitamins that you're taking or the medication that you're on. So seek medical advice for that, of course, but there's an issue with what you're putting into your body being different than what you think it's supposed to do, and it's causing a little bit of unwellness. That's not for everybody. That's just something that I'm picking up there for somebody. If this is you, please do drop me a comment, let me know. So global impact affects many. So how you're feeling affects other people. So if you're not feeling 100%, you're feeling tired, then you're feeling lethargic, you're feeling unmotivated, then it means that other people around you are affected. Maybe you're the one that keeps everything together because you're not 100%, then things start to fall apart around you. We do have flight path. Travel is indicated and on the cards for you. So we've got a clear path ahead for travel. Clarity, clear path. I think this is, to me, looks like a smooth path ahead, a smooth journey. No need to worry about the travel. So for those of you that are thinking about traveling and concerned about that, you're thinking about it in a negative way, you're not sure how, you don't have full clarity on that, this is indicating a clear path ahead for your travel plans. We have Smart Grid Rising, Urban Evolution. This talks about your environment, your community, the place where you live. Now, it could be that you're looking at moving, you're looking at changing, you're disillusioned by the place that you're living or the job that you have, and you're looking for something that's more suitable for you. It could be an upgraded position, a promotion, or something better suited to you. This is about urban evolution. So urban being your community, you can also in within that could be the job that you work. If you're working with in the community, it could be your house that you're living in, the community. Getting involved in community activities here. So it's about urban evolution and getting involved in your community. So it's different for everybody. For some of you, it's got to do with where you're living. For others, it's got to do with the place you're living in doesn't have what you need. So maybe you're looking for, more help with fertility or reproduction or genetic wellness, but you're looking at a place that provides that better. So maybe you're having to travel outside of the zone that you live, and I shouldn't say zone, but one day I think we will be saying zone, the community that you live in, to find what you need to help you with your health journey or your medical journey in some way, whether that's fertility or whether that's your wellness. There's looking at what's within your community and where you need to travel outside of your community to get what you need. So for some of you that's having difficulty with fertility, you maybe look at traveling out of a fair distance away to get the help that you need. It could be related to your medical, what's needed for you on a medical path. So health-wise, well-being, certain machines for scanning or certain treatments not in your local area, and you're having to go outside of your local area for that. Now we've got the ending closing for the final card. So over in the bottom corner, it's the waning light, chapters close, end of a chapter, new beginnings. Now this could be to do with your children because it's sitting right next to the children. So maybe you've got children leaving home because this here it's speaking about your babies and it's the end of a chapter. Maybe they're seeking to move into it. Maybe it's them that's moving. This is a card of urban community. So maybe they're moving out into the community. So you're becoming an empty nester. So that's for some of you. For others, it will be that one situation is ending so that another one begins, or you're having difficulties around pregnancy even, for some of you in the past, but we're looking for a clear path ahead for fertility, and that may involve traveling outside of your area, but also something going on with your body here. Now, for some of you, I feel it's mental. It's the way you're thinking about things. It's that perception deception. It's about looking at it from a different perception. But for some of you, I think it's something to do with, now it could be the RH negative, RH positive situation when it comes to fertility, but there's something going on. It could even be sleep apnea. I mean, my doctor told me that sleep apnea affects fertility. He said he treated one of his patients for sleep apnea and then they became pregnant. So it feels to be like that. It feels to be either you're on the wrong treatment, wrong medication, or wrong diagnosis, and once you get that sorted out, then everything else is going to fall into place here. So just doing another little scan over here. So this is a little bit about travel. It's a little bit about your community and seeking the things that you need within your community. It's about your wellness. Fertility here as well, but you do have some doors closing so that other doors can open. But this is the waning light, or maybe you're even coming to the end of your tolerance level here. Now, it doesn't have to be with the medical or the fertility. It could be something else or something you're trying to plan. And you've just had enough. You've had enough of this situation, and it has come to a point where you're ready to close a chapter on that friendship or that workplace or that situation. It's been sabotaged. So maybe if it's a workplace for some of you, it's now full of people that you don't get along with. The people that you perhaps did get along with have left. The situation, or maybe the leaders have changed, the bosses or the management have changed, and now within that company it seems to be not as good as what it used to be. So some scenario around what you have in the past, a place that you've worked, a place that you've lived, or your community in some way is different than what it used to be. And it's like now you're just thinking, well, it's sabotaged for some reason. My community's been sabotaged. My job has been sabotaged. So now I need to close the chapter on that and seek to move or seek to change jobs or find a better way, because when you're not happy with your situation, then that affects everybody else around you as well. But travel on the cards for you, whether that's travel for wellness or medical help, or travel just for fun. I'm seeing travel on your cards here, Group 1. Thank you so much for joining me, letting me know what you think about the new cards. You may want to stay and watch through the rest of the readings just to see just to view some new cards and have a look at what else is in this deck. Thank you so much for watching me. I'll see you again for the next reading. Welcome back, Group 2. This is the Smoky Quartz group. Okay, this is a brand new deck. It's my first time reading personal readings for other people or pick a card readings with this deck. So let's see how this deck reads. It is also used for predictive reading for world events, but it's also practicing now with this one for picker cards. So let's see how we go. In the center position here, we have the power plays. It's a tactical maneuver. So it's about thinking carefully with a little bit of strategy on what your next moves are. Don't just rush in. It's about really thinking about what your next move is. You don't want to sabotage an opportunity that's coming your way, or a situation going on around you because you move too quickly or you move without thought about your future. So it's really about thinking about the future moving forward. Now we've got a lot of action movement kind of cards going on here for you, Group 2. Group readings will read differently for everybody, and I will pick up little things and I'll let you know as I go. But sitting above, and I do apologise when I'm talking fast, it's because it's when messages come through, I don't want to lose them. So I will do my best to slow my speaking down, because I know that some of you are concerned. But I do know, I think you can actually slow it down. Your view speed, you can slow it down, I believe. Now getting back into your reading. So above the center card, we have the innovation, solution, progress, indicating that there's movement, progress being made in some kind of deal that you're looking at. You see here down with the books, you've got your head down, you're thinking, your strategy, your planning. Could also be making a to-do list. It's like you're writing it down, you're getting it all prepared and organized, thinking about the situation, but there is progress coming. It's starting to move forward here. You can see here in the developing now, it is in motion. Your plans are starting to pay off or become visible. So this thing that you've been thinking about for a long time or planning, there's action. We're on the cards for action to start to happen now. An update or an overhaul. There could be structure overhaul here, reform. You could be reforming your business or your home, your whatever situation's going on around that's required strategy, thinking, planning, to-do list, even deals being made here. It's saying that it is in motion now, it's in progress, and it could even involve changing slightly what you thought you were going to do, because this is about reform. It's about changing your mind slightly or changing the situation slightly. So over here, you could have agreed to terms, but you may need to take a closer look at the fine print in those terms and maybe look at or asking for the certain clauses to be rewritten, or if this is a personal one-to-one kind of contract that you're entering. So really take a good look at those. And here, this is the strategy card too. It's coming into play here. So it's saying that don't just rush in. You need to really think about the situation and check the terms and conditions very carefully, because there may be some clauses in there that you need to overhaul. Now, if you're writing a contract, you need to maybe, and I'm drawn as I say that down to the enemy within the internal sabotage. If you are writing a contract for some reason, you may need to get that looked over by a professional, or you may need to take a closer look at that, because somewhere within that contract is a loophole or something that goes against you at a later date. So he'd be very careful with creating contracts or making contracts or agreeing to contracts. It says terms agreed, but it is saying you need power plays here. You need to think about it very carefully. It may already be in motion, developing now. It could be at the very beginning stages. It's saying, though, really, if you need to overhaul it now at the beginning, it's probably best to do it now rather than later, because it's going to be, this is trapped inside of a box here. So it's like you may be kind of trapped within this contract. So really think about it very carefully. Think about how long the terms are for, what you're being obligated to do here, because you're going to back yourself into this bit of a box, and it's going to be difficult to get out if you don't check things carefully going into it. That's where I'm seeing the internal sabotage. The contract or the fine print could be where the enemy lies, and it could be the loophole or the situation that's going to be causing an issue later. Now, it doesn't have to be actual physical contract as well. It doesn't have to be something you sign, even though it says that. It's saying that you're making some kind of deal, or you're moving forwards with some kind of moving forward in motion or in progress to maybe restructure something. It could be your home. It doesn't have to mean you're actually sitting down and signing a contract, but you still, with the card's energy of on the table is saying that you have to be very careful about what you're about to participate in. So think about it carefully. How does this affect your future? It could be something within what you're doing right now that affects what you want to be doing in the future. Now, this could be so thinking about what you're doing now and how that affects your future. This is innovative solution, progress, future. It's a very futuristic card. So what the power plays that you're doing now in a positive way could also help you in the future. So really think about what you're doing there. But we do have the internal sabotage. So somewhere there is the card of checking everything very carefully, thinking about the future when you're making any decisions or what you're participating in at the moment. Now, restructure, reform, I'm still coming back to this card because I feel like it could be changes going on within your home. You could be making structural changes to your home, that's renovations, or you could actually just be overhauling or moving furniture, pulling down all colours and changing them. It's like you're internally going through and just saying, okay, this doesn't work, that doesn't work, and changing things around. Or somebody's coming in and doing that to you because it's like a power play and saying they're overriding or overruling everything that you're doing. Now, this could be somebody within your home or within your workplace because it's enemy within. So somebody's overriding the things that you're saying or the decisions that you're making. Not for everybody. These are scenarios that I'm just picking up and tapping into at the moment. But you just need to be careful about the people that are around you, even going behind your back and making, talking you down or sabotaging you, because that's what that is, sabotage. So for some of you, it's about decisions that you're making, things that you're getting involved in. For others, I feel like it could be to do with somebody just trying to override the things that you want to do, or the decisions that you're making. You want to restructure or reform something, and then somebody comes in and says, somebody within home, family, business comes in and power plays it and tries to overrule you. You can see they're trying to leapfrog over you and say, no, this is not the right decision. This is not the right way to go. Okay, down the bottom, we've got unveiled truth, developing now, terms agreed. So it does line up to what you're looking into, and you're starting to see the consequences for decisions made or things that you've agreed to, contracts that you've signed. You're starting to actually see the fine print and see everything written, because this is about reading a book or writing a book, reading a contract, writing a contract, but it's about really realising what was within those terms of that agreement. So whether this is a physical agreement that you sign, like a contract, or whether this is just a metaphorical way of saying whatever you're getting involved in or what you've become involved in, you're going to start to see the truth of what that entails. We've got the animal card there. This is the animal card in the deck indicating something around animals. So it could be a vet trip. It could be something going on with one of your animals that you're finding out, or issues coming to play this week around one of your pets. But animal signals that instinct speaks. It could also be an animal on the other side, one that you've lost that's stepping in to speak, to hear you unveil truth, to tell, or has something to say, because it's a tell-all. So an animal having something to say. Now we've got depletion and scarcity card, dry spell. Dry spell can indicate a time of having to store, like a bear, for instance, having to hibernate. So storing, thinking carefully about the future. What is it that you need to prepare for? Making sure you have enough of everything. It's a dry spell coming. So it indicates either a time of maybe the money won't be there. You have highs and lows, everybody does, but we could be coming into a lower season and into a hibernation season, because depletion and scarcity is indicating that it's not in abundance. Now, for some of you, this lack of abundance card, the dry spell, depletion, scarcity, could be coming from what's going on in your mind. Internal sabotage, enemy within. You need to restructure the way you're thinking, because you could be causing your dry depletion or scarcity. This is about manifestation, and it's about the more you think about what you don't have or your lack of, the more of you're attracting that into your life. So it's about in progress or in motion, is about really being smarter with the way you think internally, to restructure your mindset, your mentalism, your power of positivity or manifestation, to be able to get yourself out of this dry spell, which is depletion or scarcity situation. Hope that this resonates with you, Group 2. I hope you at least understand this. Let me know what you think of the new cards. You may want to stick around for all of the readings just to check out the new cards. But I'll see you again on the next reading. Welcome back, Group 3. You are the Rose Quartz Group. This is a brand new deck that I'm learning to read with. This is a forecaster oracle that's meant for world predictions around the world, but it can also be read for personal readings, which is why I'm practicing pick a card readings with it. So far, it's been reading quite easily, and this is my first reading that I've done with it for pick a cards. Center card for you: fire, wrath, tension heating up. So a situation is getting very heated. Now, this involves other people, because we've got many viewpoints sitting above. So it's perspectives of many people involved here, all wanting their own way, all wanting to go in their direction. It's like a really hot, tense situation. Eruption threshold, pressure release. So it's getting to the point of explosion. So now this could be somebody that you work with. It could be somebody within your home, family members around you. It's quite a tense situation. Now, you may already know this is occurring, but you're looking for some clarity. You're looking for maybe a second opinion on something. But some here, I'm feeling definitely compromise is needed here, and I'll get to why I say that. Sacrifice rights or trade-off indicates maybe a trade-off being kind of like a compromise. With what I see here is really tense energy, people having heated debates, people having arguments, people believing that their point of view is the right point of view. Now, you're doing very well. You're being optimistic here. This is optimistic approach, improved situation, clear path ahead. So I see you trying to get clarity about why everybody's so worked up about the situation. And I say so many people because we've got many viewpoints in this reading. It's not about you, it's about people around you, because we've got the external pressure card, outside influence. So it's saying that what's going on in the outside world, even world events, is really affecting your energy. Now, you're trying to keep an optimistic approach, but all this chaos and drama that's going on in the world, it could be, if you start to really dig into it and question why it's happening, it could really affect your positivity or your vibration. What I'm picking up around here, that this is a group reading, it reads differently for everybody, which is why on one hand for some of you I'm picking up it's tension, chaos, drama, tension heating up, everybody wanting their own way, arguments going on around you, and having to merge people's ideas or trade off, compromise energy around. Others, I'm feeling the energy here is your positive vibration is affected by what's going on within the world. So you have to protect your boundaries, protect your borders. Really don't get too invested in what's going on too much, because it's bringing you down. Here it's maybe close your eyes to certain things. Like, it's good to be aware of what's going on around you, but don't let it get within your field, because it's really starting to bring you down. We've got the external pressure, outside influence. That external pressure is meaning that it's not you. It's not what's going on within you, it's what's going on outside of you. Now, it could affect you eventually because things are getting really hot, heated, and tense. We're at a pressure release, and down here it's external pressure. So it's not you, it's not internal, it's external, but it can affect you. On this line over here, it's saying that you need to keep your optimistic approach. Eyes closed, eyes closed. I just had to bring attention to that there as well. And over here, it's downgrade alert, meaning don't panic, relax. Do what you can to be within your bubble, to be within bringing up your vibration, because your vibration is very important. So don't let everybody else around you, their drama, bring you down. So whether that's day-to-day family members or friends or, colleagues, it's the bickering that's going on around you. They start to try to bring your energy down there as well. You may get affected by the outside influence. You've really got to make sure that you're centering yourself and making sure you're keeping that optimistic approach. Now, for the situation, it ends with an optimistic, improved situation. So for some of you that are coming into the reading and you've got this craziness going on around you personally, on a personal level, I'm not talking about what's going on in the world, I'm talking about your life. If it feels really crazy at the moment, everybody for some reason seems to be on edge. Everybody's really, maybe they're affected by the energetics of the earth or the people at the moment, and it's really making everybody at eruption point. I'm feeling the end card here. The last card is optimistic approach, improved situation. So don't panic, you're going to get through this situation is what it's saying. There's a clear path coming ahead down this whole line. There's a clear path to this drama that you are experiencing in your life. All of this is drama, tension, heated debate. There is a clear path through this for you, and it involves having an optimistic approach or not panicking. Don't stress, just relax. And here it says the situation will get better, it will improve. Merging, joining forces, it could be collaborations, it could be your company merging, it could be ideas merging, trying to compromise again, because this feels like a compromise. It could be, for some of you, your company that you work for, your business, you're looking at trading it, or you're looking at merging it in some way. There's a merger going on or a trade-off going on, trading one thing for another or merging two things in together. Now, it could be different things that you're doing and you're merging them together. It doesn't have to be people. Maybe it's stress around having too many projects going and you're trying to trade them off one for another or merge them, because for some of you, the tension on these cards is like breaking point. Maybe you've got too much going on. So, and externally, there's too much going on around you, and you've got to try and make changes within the situation, trade things off or merge things into one. So different buckets of groups of different issues, because it feels to be more than one issue. There's many issues. So if you can try to put them in different buckets of what you need to deal with right now versus what can wait, it's about, because if you try to look at everything that's going on, it's just overwhelming. There's too much going on. For some of you, I feel it's quite intense cards. For some of you, it's just about tapping into the energy of what is going on around the world at the moment, because that is very intense. That is definitely tension heating up, and that is definitely on the brink of pressure release, but it's definitely external. It's not going on within you, it's what's going on in the world. So whether that's with the world and the people that you don't know, just that general energy that you are tapping into, or whether that's your family, your home, your friends, the people that you do deal with, and there's arguments going on there, it is saying that keep your chin up, don't panic, don't stress too much. There is going to be an improved situation here, but part of that involves compromise. Hope that this resonates with you. I hope you understand it. Let me know what you think about the new deck. You may want to watch some of the other readings to see, get some more cards. But thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you on the next reading.